Hi, my name is Tammy, and I'm going to be demonstrating the AnteAge Stem Cell Facial Kit. So that is this right here. It's brand new. It just came out to help serve our clients during the pandemic time that we're being quarantined. So what is included in the kit is your cleanser, the serum, the AnteAge serum, and the accelerator, the microneedling solution, an enzyme mask with a little mini fan brush, and a cloth, along with your microneedling device, and full instructions on how to implement the program. So that's what I'm going to be going through and kind of give you some insider tips on how I've used the system. I have been using the microneedling system for quite a few months now, and I've been very happy with the results that I'm getting. So I'm happy to share with you what some things that I've done that have worked for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with cleansing the skin. The cleanser is going to be one of the little vials within this little package right here. So one of the things that I've learned recently is it's best to actually apply your cleanser to your skin dry, and it picks up more of the debris without being diluted by having the face pre-wet. I'm going to apply the cleanser to the dry skin, all around the eye area, moving in circular motions, anywhere that you are going to be doing the microneedling. So if you're going to be going underneath the chin as well, you want to make sure that you get underneath there, along with all through the top and along the hairline. And you'll notice that my hair is pulled back very securely. And there's a reason for that and why it's really important. I'm going to also demonstrate the roller to you today. And the roller, if your hair is loose at all, will catch in the hair. And that doesn't feel very good. So just give a good cleansing here. A little bit about the hairband that I have in my hair. It's a Mavi band, so it has a really nice grip to the hair, so it really holds all the fine hairs back. It's also adjustable, so it is designed to fit anyone's head, and we sell those for $10. Okay, so I have got a pre-wet washcloth here that I'm going to use to now wipe off my cleanser. You can either wipe it off with a cloth like I'm doing, or you can rinse it off in the sink. I'm not using the towel that came with the kit just yet. That is for something else. So I'm going to thoroughly wipe off here. You'll notice that the AnteAge cleanser doesn't have a tremendous amount of foam. That is not necessary to get the skin clean. Clean this off thoroughly. And then what you want to do at this point is then towel dry the skin. So I'm going to use a dry cloth here just to pat off the excess moisture. Our next step is going to be to exfoliate, and that is what you're going to use the Regenzyme for. Natural based product that uses ingredients like papaya, healthy ingredients for the skin. And what these enzymes do is they help to digest any and eat up essentially any dead skin cells on the surface. So I'm not going to apply this today. I'm just going to talk about how to apply it. So you've got your little fan brush here. You can use your fan brush to apply it thinly to the skin. It doesn't take very much. This is a small pot, and this is supposed to be for 2 facials. So you don't want to use this all up on just 1 facial. So, or you can just use your fingers to apply. So what you want to do is apply this evenly all over the skin. If you're in your bathroom and you've got it nice and steamy, that's going to work out really well, because steam is going to help the enzymes to activate more thoroughly. But if you don't have a steamy bathroom and you need to keep this a little bit moist, what you'll want to do is take your moist cloth that's in here in your kit and put it in the microwave for just maybe 15 seconds or so, 20 seconds, depending on your microwave, to warm this towel up. If you feel like it needs a little bit more dampness to it, go ahead and wet it down and squeeze it. But keep that up in the microwave for a few minutes, and then, or a few minutes, don't do a few minutes, do 20 seconds probably at the most will be enough to get it hot, not a few minutes. Once you've got your hot, damp towel, what you'll want to do is shake it out to make sure it's not too hot. This might be your opportunity to kind of go and lay down for a couple of seconds, because you'll want to leave this on for about 10 minutes. So you'll take the damp cloth with the Regenzyme on your skin, lie down and put the damp cloth over top and let that rest for about 10 minutes. Take a little nap. Then once that has finished, then you can take your damp cloth and start to wipe off some of the Regenzyme, as well as then finishing up with another damp towel, or rinsing in the sink if you need to, and then drying off the skin. So once you've gotten the skin completely, towel dried, now we're actually going to start the microneedling process. And I know that sounds a little bit scary when you talk about needling, because a lot of people are very afraid of needles. These are very tiny needles. They are 0.25 millimeters in length. So just enough to cause the right kind of damage to the skin, because essentially that's what you're doing, is you're creating a little bit of damage, and by creating that damage you are triggering healing within the skin that will increase collagen and elastin, which is what this whole thing is about, is increasing the collagen and elastin in the skin so that you are going to have younger looking skin. It's going to diminish fine lines and help to reduce wrinkles greatly. This kit is designed to do one treatment 1 week and then the next week doing another treatment. So the process of microneedling, I have 2 devices here. This is the device that comes with your kit. So when you look at this device, it's a square, it's laid out with a pattern of needles on it. In your kit, this is already pre-sterilized, so you don't have to worry about sterilizing it before you start your first treatment. And we'll talk about sterilization for your second treatment a little bit later on. So I've got this device. This is called the stamp. So you can use this as a stamping device. We also have the roller device, which I utilize both of these tools in my microneedling facials at home. So the roller is good for larger areas, and I'm going to be demonstrating both of them. And then I use the stamp for like areas where the roller has a little bit more of a difficult time getting to it. So in the kit is also your microneedling solution. Again, this is enough for 2 treatments. What you want to do is take off your cap to the treatment, and if you look at the directions are going to tell you to roll the entire face. I would suggest only apply the solution to the section you're going to be microneedling initially. So what you want to do is tip it upside down. It's not going to leak out because you've got the roller that's blocking it. That's going to wet down the roller in the inside. And tilt your head back slightly. And I usually start on the forehead and then just do a nice little swipe all across the forehead where you're going to be needling. And I like to even this out just a little bit by just going right across it so now that's nice and even. I'm going to start with the stamp because this is what comes with your kit, so I want you to understand how to use the stamp. What we're going to do is we're going to take the stamp and literally just start right up at the hairline and making small movements across horizontally across the forehead. And I'm pressing it into the skin. You can press it pretty hard if you want to. You don't have to, but press it kind of hard. You're not going to press it any further into the skin than what the length of the needles are going to allow you to, which is the perfect length for what the product is supposed to do. So I'm going down the forehead, moving across in tiny sections, just pressing all the way across the forehead. So we're going to go across horizontally all the way over to the side, and I'm all the way up into the hairline when I'm doing it. And then next we're going to start to go down vertically. So we're going to move down the forehead vertically, move over a little bit, and then do the same thing. So we're actually going to do this several times on the forehead. If one time, your first facial, if one time feels like enough for you and you're done, that's fine. It's one of those things that you gradually build up your tolerance as you move along. So we are going to then continue to move right along the forehead, going vertically. The recommended number of passes, horizontally and then vertically, is 3 times. So take your time, don't get in a hurry. So for the sake of time, I've demonstrated like 1 pass. So we went horizontally, then we went vertically. After you've done that 3 times, or the number of times that you can take it, it is really not that painful at all. Then you're going to roll the skin again with your serum. So again, just quickly rolling over. You'll feel the dampness go onto your skin, and then just give it a quick swipe. Okay, then we're going to move into one cheek or the other, your preference, but I start up into here and apply the solution all the way through the whole cheek area. And quickly, don't worry about covering every smidge of it, because I'm going to take the fingers and make sure that it's evenly distributed. And now I'm going to demonstrate the roller. So this is an add-on option. I believe the rollers are 20. This speeds things up just a little bit, especially on bigger surfaces of the skin. So basically I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to work down the skin, just rolling, and just making sure that the roller is moving freely. You don't want to drag it across the skin. You want to basically let the roller do all the work for you, and roll right on down, doing all vertical, or you can start horizontal first, your preference. And then I'm going to go right up to where every place that we applied solution, and go right up to that. And don't be afraid to go into the eye area, because if you're looking to get rid of little fine lines around the eye area, make sure you're applying there the pressure and the needles there as well. So, okay, so with the roller, we did vertical, we did horizontal. Now we're going to go into a diagonal grid. So the diagonal is basically doing a complete crosshatch. So we're rolling all the way. Now, when you get into this area of the cheek, it wants to sink in a little bit. You can use your tongue on the inside to kind of press that out, so you can make sure that you're getting the little micro channels that you want to create in the skin. So we did vertical, or we did diagonal one direction, and now we're going to go back the other way. So you want to do this whole pattern: vertical, horizontal, diagonal one way, diagonal the other way. You want to do that 3 times on the skin. What it starts to feel like is just a little tiny bit of a sunburn on the skin. So you'll feel lots of tingling, and that way you know you've achieved what you've wanted to. I've demonstrated with the stamp, now with the roller, and other areas that I use the stamp, because it's really difficult with the roller to kind of get into this area. Just using your stamp, you can get in to the tiny crevices along the sides. Like, I tend to have a bunny nose wrinkle here that I want to work on, so I make sure that I get my stamp into that area and then use the solution afterwards as well. So we've completely rolled that area. Now on the directions, it does say to be generous with this product. Don't be so generous that you don't have enough for your 2 facials. You'll feel it going on, and you'll know that you got enough on there. It dispenses just the right amount, and then you just you want to rub that into the skin. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that process, but I'm going to do it down through this side of my face, and then I'm going to demonstrate now around the mouth what I do. I usually do my upper lip first, and then my chin second. Same thing, it's upside down, got it slightly damp. I find that the stamp works a little bit better around the mouth, just because of the space that's here. So working all the way across right into the lip line. This is probably the most uncomfortable spot on the face, is right in this area, right underneath the lip. So I'm going to cross here. And because this is such a small space, it's kind of hard to go both directions, but you can just change the direction of your stamp. So I started off this direction, then I've changed the stamp that way and going across. This is the one, it is just a tiny bit uncomfortable. Not necessarily painful, just uncomfortable. So once you've completed that, then you'll want to do the roller again, just to get this wonderful serum down into your skin. That's the whole point of using this growth factor with the microchanneling, is the microchanneling allows this to go a little deeper into the skin, so you're getting more of that benefit of the healing that comes with using this product, along with the increase in collagen production. That's where all of the magic happens. Then on the chin area, same thing as what we did on the upper lip. Roll on just to get it damp. Distribute evenly with your fingers. And then again, making sure that you're going into the lip line, because that's where those fine lines creep up into the lip line. You just want to make sure you're getting that covered. with the device. So we're going to go both directions there as well, working up to doing 3 passes in that area as well. Now, if you choose to do underneath here, which I do at home, I use my roller, I roll underneath there, and then I will start off with the actual roller in this section here, doing exactly like we did on the cheek areas, going both directions, and then working diagonally on both sides and doing that 3 times. Now that we've gotten all of the microneedling completed, a product that does not come with this kit, but we highly recommend the use of, is Cuterm, and it is the hyaluronic acid complex serum. So what this serum does, contains a high molecular weight of hyaluronic acid, and that is what's going to add intense moisture into the skin after this particular treatment. So using something like this is going to give you an infusion of moisture, and then you would apply the serum and accelerator. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my skin, just for demonstration purposes. So you just want to, and it's very, very soothing. Now, so we're going to let all of that moisture soak into the skin. It's recommended that if you have the time, to let that sit for a full half hour before you start to apply your serum and your accelerator. If you don't have the time, you can just go ahead and apply your serum and accelerator right away, or you can wait the half an hour. That gives the microchannels just a little bit of an opportunity to kind of close down just a little bit. You've already gotten all the goodness in there from the microneedling solution, which is a concentrated level of growth factors. Serum has growth factors in it as well. It's just not quite as concentrated as the microneedling solution is. When you go to put on your serum, you'll want to do 2 pumps of serum, work that into the skin, 2 pumps of accelerator, work that into the skin. And that completes the facial. I do want to talk a little bit about cleaning your tools. You want to make sure that you're using 70% asaforyl alcohol. That is enough to kill any of the germs that are on your devices. What I have done is I've taken the lid from a hairspray bottle, or just something that's small, so I don't have to use a lot of the asaforyl alcohol in there, and it just keeps it concentrated to the actual device. So I'm going to fill that up. I've got and then literally take the device and stick it right down into the solution. You want to leave that there for about 5 minutes. Once that has sat for the 5 minutes, take it off, excess alcohol, and then just put the lid right back on, and you're ready for your next use. Same thing with the roller. You want to take the roller, put it straight down into the alcohol, let that sit for the 5 minutes. Once you've done that, then you'll take it out, tap off the excess alcohol, put it back in its case, and it is then ready for your next use. So that covers everything that you need to know about this particular kit. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to give us a call, and we can answer any other questions that you might have. Thank you.